So this week I posted this photo on Instagram and I posted it with a caption saying that, I'm just never going to have a clean studio. I've accepted that. And it was interesting because I got a mixture of comments. A lot of people who said, of course, like a working studio is never a clean studio. And then a lot of people who said, looks really organized to me. And I thought, this is so interesting. To me, those are completely separate things. Something can be really clean and totally disorganized. Something can be really messy or dirty and be super organized. I thought we could take a moment today just to talk about what that difference is and to say that I think that being clean in your studio is overrated, but being organized is actually underrated. Okay, so for me, clean is one of those beautiful studios you see online where like there's gorgeous matching bins and boxes and everything's beautiful, sort of light and airy and cleaned up and all that kind of stuff. And I just have accepted that I'm never going to have that kind of dream space because I'm not that kind of dream person either, right? I mean, my house, gosh, don't look behind me. Like the house is not like that either. It's all messy. The hair, the bed, the house, the life, it's all messy. But I am absolutely and unequivocally organized. I think that being organized is about three major things to me. One, knowing the general area to go to if you're looking for something. And I've talked about this in other videos, but I just wanted to reiterate it here, which is I have my studio arranged sort of in workstations so that logically speaking, if I want anything fabric related, I know that I'm going to the fabric and fiber end, of my studio. Logically speaking, if I know that I want paper, I go to the paper storage area and then within it find the niches. Now, I will say I'm lucky enough to use the third floor of our house as my studio, so it's a big, beautiful space. But this worked for me too when I lived in a New York City apartment and had a little tiny 10 by 10 space. It can work for you even if you are in like a desk or a temporary storage situation where like you work at your kitchen counter and you have storage. If you can kind of organize in silos by whatever your various interests are, if you have all your paints together in one place, then it logically makes sense. If you're looking for a particular paint, you go to the paint place. Whereas if you have a mixture of like, here's paint and paper and stickers and, string and things that I find from the garbage and, other things, it gets a little bit confusing. So if you can try to put like with like, I think it really helps keep you organized. Two, having some sort of system like labeling where you can easily find within that area what you're looking for. And I know that labeling can be something that people disagree about, but I'm here to tell you that if it's not labeled, it will get lost. I often think I know the system, but then I realize that I've changed it or I've altered it or things have moved. And if I just read the labels, it can be really helpful. So I label everything. All of my drawers are labeled. I put them way out in the open. I don't try to hide them or make them look pretty. I want to know where things are. I want to be able to put things away. I want to be able to find things when I want them. I really, really, really believe in labeling. I will say if you want to make pretty labels, something like a P-Touch is great because it allows you to have those pretty typewritten labels, but you can also print them out of your computer and put them up. Or a lot of times what I just use is, you can see, I just use a piece of tape and I write on it with a Sharpie or another permanent marker. And three, being generally aware of what you own. I don't like to have things hidden away too much. Out of sight, out of mind. So I want everything very accessible. I want to be able to see it. I want to be able to remember that I want to use it. And that's really important to me. The thing is, in order for this system to work, I think that you have to make things easy to put away. That's why I'm obsessed with drawers and carts and other various like bins, things that mean that I can say like, okay, all of these things are shiny. So they go in my shiny drawer and I can just pick up an armload of them and toss them in the shiny drawer. I don't have to do Tetris to get them to fit correctly. They just junk in there. There's plenty of room and I can close the drawer. And then the next time I'm looking for something shiny, all I have to do is go to my shiny drawer and I can paw through it to find exactly what I'm looking for. So before I go, one just really quick reminder that I think is super key. There is no way that my system works for everyone. There is no way that your system works for everyone. I think the whole point of organizing and also being creative and working is to learn about yourself, is to take advice from other people, right? So you listen, you consider, you filter, you try it out, and then to decide what really, really works for you. I've heard from lots of people who say that they have to work in a clean space. And to them, I say, rock on. You know, you have to do what works for you. But I also have heard from people who say, I love creative chaos. I feel like it makes me feel more creative. It gives me more permission to make a mess because then I don't feel like it's a burden, to make something that's messy. And again, I say, rock on. As they say, different strokes for different folks. One of the biggest things about being an artist is that making your space work for you can either make your time that you have to spend in your creative space, in your studio, wherever it is that you work, feel productive or feel overwhelming or counterproductive or upsetting or keep you away from it because it's just such a mess that you can't deal with it or whatever it is. So I think that once you know what works for you as an artist, as a person, as a creative soul, then the goal is to try to get your space to reflect that so that you can be creative. For me, this is kind of the perfect mix right now. I've got enough space that I could actually work on something, but there's enough sort of creative jumble around that I feel like I don't have to start from scratch. There's something there to begin with, to react to grab a piece of, and to play with. Anyway, let me know in the comments, are you organized? Are you clean? Are you disorganized? Are you messy? What's your special combination? I'd love to hear about it. And if you like this video and you want to see more, I hope you'll hit the subscribe button, give me a like or a thumbs up, and leave a comment because I always love reading what you have to say.